Hello, another HPE video. I'm going to go over a little bit of why you should consider HPE over the competition. Number one, we want your business. Number two, all of our people are local. They have local families, children in local schools. Um, you know, I try to buy local as much as I can. It's important that we don't lose that aspect of our society. Knowing the people that you get your services and products from, knowing their families, see them at church on Sunday, see them in the stores. It's important to the fabric of our society. I'm a firm believer in that. If you don't believe in that, I understand. That's okay. We love America, right? We have those freedoms. What I think is real important about HPE over the competition. Number one, we are the true local provider, okay? Meaning we're here, we're local. Our business is here, our office is here, our storefront's here, our people live here. We are the true local provider. Number two, the same day, most all the time service that we give our customers. You know, I'll be talking to people off and on, trying to help them work through a problem. And by the way, over half the time, the problems that people call us with aren't our equipment. It's typically some what I call internal network problems, something going on from their indoor router to their devices, not the internet coming in. Okay, the internet coming in most all the time is working, but we try to work with our customers on that aspect too. Typically, the other providers bring internet to you. Okay, internet's working here. We've hooked our device up. We're walking off. Everything else is up to you. We will try as hard and as often as we can to help you troubleshoot your internal network problems because we understand the frustration. How it feels when somebody says, well, your internet's working great. Well, yeah, but I can't get any pages to come up on my computer. My Roku says it can't connect. We understand the frustration that goes with that because ultimately what you're wanting, you're not just wanting internet, you're wanting internet to work, right, on all your devices. So we're going to be there to help you. This is some of our different customer premise equipment behind us here. New LTE stuff, parabolic dish, meaning it'll shoot tighter and further than a typical flat panel system. So in case you were looking back here, these are the neatest things. That new 4G LTE technology is just crazy, crazy cool. Great for business phone, residential phone. But back to the service that I was sharing with you. I tell my guys, when you're out there installing for a new customer, act like you're at your own home. Hide the cable, route the cable as if you had to drive up there every day and look at it, okay? Clean up after yourself. Be sure and put the moisture protection under the mounts, the mask, the tarring, the things that protect a person's home. Brace the antenna correctly so that these storms we get doesn't try to rip the thing off the person's home, okay? And speaking of equipment, I've been on DSL and cable before in my life. Whenever there's equipment problems, next thing you know, you got a box coming in the mail 2, 3, 4 days later because, they don't have anybody locally that they're going to want to send out to do this. And if they do, week, 2 weeks, however long it takes them. So they mail this to you and you spend half the day going over the phone and how to get it working. And then if you finally do, if you're lucky enough to get it working, then when you get your next bill, it's going to be, $69 for the modem or $129 for the cable modem and the technician assistance that it took to get it going. With HPE Internet, you pay a one-time installation, and by the way, it's on promotion right now for $49, never been that low before. So you pay a prorate for the month, the number of days left in the month, you don't pay for the whole month, and your installation fee, and that's it. No contract involved. And if your equipment gets struck by lightning or it just decides it doesn't want to work anymore, it goes faulty, something happens, never any charge to replace the equipment, never any charge to for a service call to come out to your home, never any charge for labor involved. Okay, those are some pretty neat things going forward because I can remember when I was growing up as a kid, my dad used to say, "Son, it's not how much money you make, it's how much money you spend." And of course, it didn't mean anything to me when I was a kid. But if we're getting something cheap, but then on the back end we're paying all this money to keep it going, it's really not cheap, is it? So when you hook up with HBE, you're not going to have to keep pulling money out of your pocket. If you move to another location and we can get you service at that location, no charge whatsoever to reinstall that equipment for you and get it going. Okay? I love your dog and I've never met your dog, but if your dog chews the wire in two, I'm probably going to have to charge you for that. But we don't try to make money off of you. Okay? I'm going to charge you what it costs me for the wire, and I'm going to charge you what it costs me that I pay that man to be out there to repair or replace that wire. I'm not going to try to make money off of you. I'm just going to try not to cost me money because your wonderful, loving dog chewed my and your wire in two. Okay? Everything else, we're going to take care of it. Oh, forgot about the backhoe guy swinging the backhoe around and knocking your antenna off the roof. Okay? Not going to pay for that either. But you know what I'm trying to say. Every normal, everyday expense, you're not going to be out any money for. Hey, another reason to go with HBE Internet. Appreciate you looking in and catching some videos. We've got a lot of videos on the site. Look around, tutorials, introduction about our people, etc. And of course, now is when I ease around and turn off the video because we're so high tech here at HBE. Thanks.